Hi everyone, welcome back to another chat with us. We have Nandini, Sam, Deepthi, and me, Kavya today. So today we are going to discuss about what is really holding you back from starting this business. So you might be watching our videos and you might be checking our page, and there are people who are following us from 2 years, 3 years, and they still think, should I do this business or is it for me or not? Can I do this? All those things, right? So what is actually holding you back? So we'll share our experience when we came across this business. What was the thought in our head? What was stopping us from starting, and how fast we started and everything? So if you want to hear my story, it was actually quick for me. Like, I watched a free workshop. I was looking for something part time at least, and when I came across this business, I just watched a free workshop. I didn't take too much time to decide I want to start this business. Right, I watched a free workshop, and I thought, okay, this sounds genuine, but I watched about 2 or 3 workshops, and then I thought, okay, let me give it a try, and I paid the $149 and I signed up. So that was my story, but I know a lot of people, and even here, Nandini, Sam, and Dipti, they might be you might share your own stories, right? So let's start with maybe Nandini. What was your thought when you came across this business, Nandini?
So I was desperate. I had lost everything. I'm just laughing because I was so foolish. I had lost everything. I was even in depression, I'm sure of when I look back there. Somebody said, just check this out. And me went into full Little Miss Drama Queen mode. You have those Little Miss Perfect, Little Miss Cutie. I went into Little Miss Drama Queen. I had a fit, a conniption in her tantrums. I said, what is this? This is a scam. This person's a scamster. This is definitely not okay. It's a pyramid scheme. I don't know what kind of things went on in my mind. I just went into like a fit. I became like, I'm telling you, Little Miss Drama Queen. Ta, 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 ta. Just all day for 4 days I went on. This is like this is like that. How stupid. I kept sending that person messages. They kept sending me automated emails. That's the worst thing you can do to me. Automated emails. I'd go check, 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 check back. It was just quite crazy. And then this person said, but I joined. I said, well, I really don't know. I became very judgmental about the whole thing. Let me tell you. But for 1 year, because that person is my well wisher, I knew that this is going to be good for me. He used to quietly send me videos, which I used to watch and not say anything back because the videos were pretty good. Because there were people talking about their experience. And my heart would always melt, because everybody talked about how they helped their parents, how they wish that they had the money they have now while their father was dying, because they didn't even have the money to go there and look after him in his last few years. How they didn't have the money to look after their son. They had to send him to New York for his first 2 years of life. And now, because she has money, she's brought him back to New York and she's taking care of him. And I used to find myself crying listening to all these. So that person was very smart. Every 2 months or every month, I was sent these videos till eventually there was this very, very bubbly lady, and like she was like, hey everybody, my people, and I this business is awesome, and I'm a nurse, and today I have a home back in Cameroon, I have a home here in Canada, I've helped my family. And she had helped her entire village to be educated. And I said, that's it, signed, sealed, delivered, and I joined this business. So that's my drama queen story. I'm still a drama queen about many things, but not anymore about this. I know this business is fab now. Thank you,
Awesome.
Kavya.
Thank you, Nandini. So I think you checked about this and you were not that convinced, but the stories and when you saw the real people doing this business and how they've changed their lives, that helped you make the decision, right? Awesome. Thank you, Nandini. So Sam, what about you?
So I'll be very honest. I think my reasons were very common reasons. I've come across this platform before, but for me, it was more about one thing was definitely trust, because I think we've done a seminar about a webinar about this, or a live session about this, where we spoke about every business has investments, right? And this has investments as well. And so for me, it was a matter of trust. That was one thing. And the second thing was life was great at that moment because the traditional 9 to 5 jobs, and I thought I was doing everything right. So for me, everything felt right. And I was like, why do I even have to do this? And another thing, I guess, was just the money part of it again, the investment part, because there's a certain amount of investment that you'd have to make, and I had to make up my mind to do that. And until then, I was not really, thinking like an entrepreneur or anybody who wants to start a business, right? So, but over the period of time, the perfect period ended when I got laid off from my job. And the timing of things were horrible for me, very, very bad. And even then, like, I didn't give into this idea of starting a business until I reconnected with my cousin Andrews. This guy, so the timing of things again, going back to that, right? So I get laid off just before my wedding, and things got even more crazy. My in-laws and my wife were very supportive, and they're very supportive even now. But for me personally, it was affecting me because I was not able to do much, and the market was horrible, and a lot of things were happening in life at that point, so I could not hop back into a job, and all these things affecting me. um, I was like, I was in a very odd phase, I would say, and this was all as I was getting closer to my wedding. And so I ended up reconnecting with Andrews, and I told him that, I'm getting married. He was excited. This guy, out of nowhere, he said, "I'm booking my flight. I'm coming there tomorrow." I'm like, "Are you crazy? Like, you're talking about, you know, east and west," because he lives in Australia, and he flew here for my wedding. So he came here, and he didn't actually like talk me into starting a business, but then he talked me into how, things would have been better if I had actually taken the decision before, when I had these opportunities, but I did not. So one of the things that I'm left with is a regret. But also, the best time to start something was yesterday, and the next best time is now. So I got into this business now, and uh, you know, I'm telling you guys, like, it's a blessing, to be honest. Like, and especially the community, all you guys, who are very supportive, and it's a community that thrives. So I'm very excited about that. And the reasons, again, going back, what held me back was time, trust, and money. And of course, it takes time to build trust, but if people opted to sit in and take the coaching call, then they would understand how genuine this is and what we have to offer. It's not a fee that we are charging, but it's something that we are offering. It's valued worth more, but we're offering it at a certain price, which is affordable. So the trust, of course, would build by knowing what we offer. I guess that's my story.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Sam. And like you said, a lot of us, like when we come across this business, we think that I'm okay now, like I'm earning very well, and why should I do this? And only when we come to that stage where I should have done it before, that's when we realize, like, okay, why didn't I do it, right? So that's why I always tell people, like, if you feel that you're comfortable now, start something on the side, because you will need it in future, right? And especially in this era where people are losing jobs like anything, like AI is replacing many jobs now. And so it is really like, now you feel that, okay, in the next two, I'm safe for at least the next 2 3 years. Now is the time you have to start, right? At least you'll have the next 2 years to build your business, right? Don't feel comfortable where you are, because there is no guarantee. Job is not secure anymore. Like, you should have something of your own. And think of a situation like this where you're laid off, and you've been looking at us for the past 2 years, and you think that, okay, I should have started 2 years ago. No, don't get to that stage. And I've also explained about this once, like, the worst situations are better than the better situation. Like, you feel that, okay, I'm comfortable now, you're not in a very good state also. Like, you're like, you're earning income and you're comfortable doing that, that's all. You don't have a very like good life either, right? A great life. you're not able to travel more, you're not able to spend time with your family, but you think that this is enough, this is how much is enough. But when the situation gets worse, like how Sam said, he lost his job, he didn't have the money, but still he started. When he didn't have the money, he actually was laid off, and he that is when you have to secure your money, but you started this business then because you needed that at that
I
time.
think I think that was one of the best decisions I've made. So after getting laid off, a lot of my savings were shrinking, and I
Mm,
think one of the best decisions was this because
interesting.
more like I've invested into this as well before everything shrunk.
Yeah.
So this gave me hope again. Yeah.
Yeah, like you again said, Sam, like the mindset, right? Like when we are at a job, we are employees and we have that employee mindset. And now when you started this business, you know how the mindset changes, right? And I think that's another important thing that all of us, we keep thinking about saving the money. When it comes to this, when you think that okay, there is a investment, this is an investment you're doing on yourself, right? It is like you're investing on something for which you're getting huge in return. It's not that you're spending for a car, right? It's not that you're investing on yourself, you're investing for a business which can give you returns. So don't wait till your situation gets worse. Try to start when you're comfortable, when you feel that okay, I have everything now. That way you don't have the pressure of building the business right from the next day, right? You can take your time, learn the skills, and slowly build your business. Okay, so thank you, Sam, for that. Dipti, what about you?
Yeah. So, hi everyone. So, yeah, I still remember when I thought about starting my digital business. One of the biggest thing that held me back was this thought like, what if I fail? What will people say? What will people think? Will they judge me? Or, what will they think like I'm not capable? What if I invest time and money and if it doesn't work? So many doubts and fears. But you know what, that fear was never really about failure. It was about that what others would think. What if I fail? If I failed, but here's what I realized. People will always have opinions, whether I should try it or don't try. Someone will always have something to say. But this is my life, my dreams, my goals, my growth. And I believe that doing something new takes courage. And even if I fail, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, becoming more stronger. That's not failure, that's my progress. And I kept reminded myself, um, that I'm doing it for myself, not for others, not for others. And I don't need to be a perfect to begin. I just need to be a brave enough to take the first step. Sometimes one small step can change everything. So yeah, that's all about my.
Thank you, Dipti. And this one, I think we all would have come across this thought that, okay, what would other people think? What if I start posting and what would my friends think of me, right? So, and what the main fear is that, yeah, I start doing this, but what if it doesn't work and people start talking about she started something and it didn't work, all those things, right? That's the most fear people usually have. And like Dipti said, again, when you are in that situation that you have to change your lifestyle, you will not think of all these things, right? We were in that situation, that's why we also started, is what I feel like. Otherwise maybe we would have also thought, what would other people think, I don't need it now, right? So that's the main thing. So I would suggest, like, again, like Dipti said, it is your life, right? You build your own life. If you lose a job, will other people come and pay your bills? No, it is you who has to pay. Right? So think of how you want your life to be. Do you want to be settled with whatever you have, or do you want a good life, the life that you dream of, right? So a lot of people, when they talk negative about the business, they think I'm not greedy about money and everything. So if you are given money, you will just say no, I don't want it. Right? So when we know that we have the potential to do this business, we'll do it, and it is all legit. We are doing a very genuine business out here, and we are very proud of our business, right? And if you really think that you have the potential to do something more than what you're already doing, and if you think that you are worth living the better life than what you're living now, you have to give it a try, right? And like Diti said, anything takes courage, right? So you have to take that first step. You have to overcome that fear and take that first step. Be courageous to take that chance on yourself, right?
Yes.
Nandini?
Yeah. So I want to say something which one of our business owners says, which I think is a very important thing. What other people think is none of your business. Your business is your business. Your business is you. Be you because everybody else is taken. This business is the best thing that happened to me. And if I can do this business, anyone can do this business. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, that's about it, I think. So just to summarize, what are the things that we thought of, like how we spoke now. Nandini said she thought it is a scam or it is not genuine. It is a lot of people just like again a lot of you might be getting automated emails from us, right? If you go through them, you will actually know there's something good we are sending you, and if you will have to understand that. And sometimes I know it might be overwhelming that you're getting a lot of emails from us and everything, and you will get those automated emails for about 45 days from us if you have opted on our website, and that's there. It is automated. It keeps coming. So if you feel that it is interesting or something, you can always come back to us, or otherwise you can unsubscribe from the emails. We are not here to trouble you, right? But if you feel that it is something that I have to check about, you can come, you can talk to us, and we'll help you and we'll guide you through the next steps, right? So that's that. And so we thought it is some thought it is a scam. It is not genuine. These people are not genuine, right? And they are some thought they don't have time. They have a lot more on their plate now and they don't have time. Some didn't trust us, and some thought the investment, I can't do it now, they don't have the money, right? And some thought what would other people think. So I think we've covered it all, right? We've been in that situation and we have come out of that. So if you really feel that you need that change, you have to come out of that fear, right? Jump in with faith. We are here from many years now, so you can trust us. And once you come in, like Sam said, once you come in, you will check our community. We have huge number of people already, more than 2 lakh people in our community. So like how Nandini was convinced after she saw different people, maybe you will also feel that okay, this is genuine, right? So come in, and I can tell you, once you start, you will feel that like all of us are feeling now, it is a blessing for you. It will surely completely change your lifestyle, we can assure you that. So come in and explore more. You don't have anything to lose. We have 30 days trial period. So you can come in, you can watch the workshop, pay the $149, and you'll have 30 days to explore more and then decide if you really want to do this or not. If you don't want to do it, it's up to you. You can ask for the refund and continue with your life. Yes, Dipti.
I am the one of the example. How I changed my life when I started this business. Now, after joining this business, I completely my personality that completely changed. Now I'm more become confident. Before I was so scared. I was nervous to come on the front of the camera. But now I can talk easily. I finish one live session. I can go another. I mean, like I'm ready. Yeah. So
Awesome. That's the best feeling you'll have. Even for me, it's the same. I never came online. I never posted anything online. I'm still an introvert. I don't talk to people much. Like if you put me in a group of people, I'll just sit in the corner. I'll not talk to anybody. If somebody talks to me, that's all. So that was me. So I don't know, like the feeling of you going live and talking to people and doing all these things that you're doing in the business, it makes you feel proud of yourself, right? You know that you have had this much of capability in you, right? Like that's the potential. So yeah, it feels good, and especially for stay-at-home moms who feel that no, I should do something more than just staying at home. You can be with your children, but still you can have a career of your own, right? So explore more about this, and then we'll help you with the next steps. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining today. Bye bye. We'll meet again tomorrow.